And we're back on a very, very special Dispatch Sports Wrap with
Homecoming week, Conrad!
It's homecoming week. The Vikings suck. The Gophers suck. Everybody sucks.
The Twins suck.
Well, they have a new pitcher that we might have in the studio right now.
Speaking of, the voice of the water cooler
just threw out the first pitch at the Twins game on Saturday.
And aren't they like the radio station of the year or something?
They don't really care about that. Veo threw out the first pitch, though. Logan Veo.
Logan Veo is in the house.
I am. Happy to be back in the fish house with a couple of guys, a couple of Finlanders in the fish house once again.
We're back at it. You know, we can't throw stones when we're right at each other here. This is great.
The sports director now of Hubbard Radio.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brainerd, though. Just Brainerd.
Just Brainerd. Not all of Hubbard Radio. That's you know.
That's next in line.
Well, maybe one day.
It's how you roll.
You got to progress.
See what happens once you become in the fish house, which you were before. Then usually it takes your career to another level.
Just elevate
at
instant.
The sports. And now here you are. And the next time we have you on, who knows?
It might be in Paul Allen's chair next time you have me on.
But
here.
you understand this. We have to talk about our sponsors.
You do.
Sponsors. Let's see. We got Rafferty's Pizza.
Oh, I love my Rafferty's. Remember, homecoming week, wear your Warrior Blue. You get free sodas. Let's go.
Shannon's Auto Body, the original.
The original Shannon's Auto Body.
TeeHive.
Oh, here we go.
Kick that Hornet's Nest.
Kick that Hornet's Nest.
Kick that Hornet's Nest.
The bald guys at Randall State Bank.
If you need money, they got it.
Rage Printing.
Home of.
Great facility. Lakes Country Journal.
Unbelievable. Don's
the best.
Off.
And then there's
she's
one
not
more.
Just a pretty face. She's good at what she does.
There's one more sponsor. I can't
Wait a
remember.
minute. We always forget them.
I know.
How do we forget?
Shep's on 6.
Logan, you ever been to Shep's?
Look at my hat.
Nobody can see it.
No one can see your hat. It's an audio medium.
That's right. I have a story. That reminds me of something else. I meant, Wade, look at my hat. Do you not see the Shep's on 6
Amazing.
Yes, I've been there a time or two.
And by the way, everybody, we're sweating in the fish house right now. I know Logan loves a good sweat in the sauna.
It's more of a sauna than a fish house, really.
It's Finlanders.
Actually, yeah.
All right. Well, Logan, I know you've been calling games. This is your first fall now. You started kind of in the winter, and last night I think you were at quite the volleyball game. First volleyball game, I think, on the radio since when, Wade?
Ever.
It might be the first one ever. That's what I was told. That's what I had Joel Clow shout out, do some color commentary for me last night.
I think you should take some of your notes and we'll give them to John Erickson, the artifact historian, and we'll put it in the archives. I mean, this is big time stuff. 50 years from now, you're going to be a legend.
They were going to say first guy to broadcast Warrior volleyball on the radio. No, that was awesome, and it was cool that it was such a great match that happened to be the first one that we did on the radio.
You know,
right? I mean, a 5-set thriller.
And you nailed it.
And Brainerd lost. 5.
Hey,
they
let's
lost,
stop
Conrad,
it.
but
See, this is what I deal with Logan. We're like, we got good energy going, and then he
but
all
we
of a sudden
never-
gives me this
And they
metro.
lost.
We never talked about the score. I was just filling people in.
I did say just 5-set thriller. I was trying to.
I know, and
it was.
They won the first one. It was epic.
It was.
And then they won the third one.
The third set was incredible. They won 25-23, and they were down like most of the set too. So that was third set was
and
top-notch
considering how
volleyball.
their journey's been for the last month, it's been kind of a not too
1-9
thing to be a part of, and then for them to play like that. Under your tutelage
I would
of
say
play-by-play,
that. I was gonna
you're
say
the good luck charm.
Maybe I might be the good luck charm. I was going to say, do not give me any credit. I haven't coached them. I don't know. No, don't give me credit for that. Maybe good luck. Maybe I'll take that.
But that fifth set, it looked like we just kind of ran out of gas. Wilmer kind of, they got a couple decent players. Holy moly.
They had I can't remember their names now off the top of my head, but they had 2 girls that were really, really good hitters, and then they had an amazing setter.
Hold on. Conrad, you got a towel over there? I'm dripping sweat.
I don't know why you're like moving around. You're screaming into the mic. You just need to kind of tone it down a bit.
Logan's in the house. This is the most exciting.
The water cooler.
The water
You need
cooler.
a water cooler.
This is like a crossover episode of the sports wrap.
For
of the
those
water
of our
cooler.
listeners who don't listen to anything else except for the sports wrap, Logan does do another show. Used to be formerly Coach's Corner.
Indeed.
But now it's called
The Water Cooler. And it's it's Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. on KLIZ The Fan, 1380 AM, 105.1 FM. But now it's also a podcast too, so you can get it on Spotify, get it on
Are you still at Stonehouse Coffee?
No, we record everything now. So they're still our sponsor.
No,
though.
you're not at Country Kitchen.
No.
Definitely not a Country
Baxter
Kitchen.
Cafe?
Maybe Bonanza? That's where back in the 80s.
We just do it from the studios now, but National Bank of Commerce, Stonehouse Coffee, North Country Plumbing and Heating, bringing you the water cooler every week.
And,
hey!
and they don't just do Brainerd. I know they've had Pillager AD on. They've had Pequot
Pequot AD football coach. We just talked
Hubbard
to
does encompass a big area.
Yeah, I mean, all our stations.
Crosby volleyball.
Well, that's enough. We tend to stay local in the sports wrap if you're not familiar with
Well, I mean, that's still local. I mean, there's different levels of local now. You know, if you're talking just Brainerd,
Okay, let's...
Whatever.
Voice of the Warriors, let's get right. When's your next broadcast? Are you going to do any more volleyball?
Yeah, we're going to do tomorrow, or Thursday, this is probably when the podcast comes out. Thursday volleyball, because it's still homecoming week, and then I think it's September 30th and October 9th. We're going to do those 2 games as well.
I want to kind of hear about your vetting system to get your color guy you had. I mean, I noticed Mr. Clow is in. He's a long-time listener.
TeeHive.
On here, TeeHive.
Kick that horn.
But how did you vet him through to get him?
Live League legend.
I mean, what kind of
He's been on the pod.
Live League legend did you use to?
I heard, is he not the Live League champ this year? Or?
He was.
Oh, there it is.
Even though Justin Heitkamp stopped filling out the standings, I don't know why, but Joel's
That's
on
what you
top.
got to do to be your color. You got to be a Live legend.
You got to be a Live League legend. Well, and he's obviously followed that team forever with Cora being on the team, and he's been to...
And his wife's the coach.
And his wife's
on the
coach.
coaching staff, and he's broadcast some of the games, not on the radio, but he was just, voicing over on the Huddle stream. So, I don't know, I knew he had experience doing it.
So 105.1?
Yeah, 105.1 FM,
Okay,
yep.
awesome.
Yep,
So,
tomorrow night.
All right, let's dive into some stuff. What do you want to talk about first, Conrad?
Well, I mean, it's the legend, Veo. He's CLC football legend. He's covering his first football season, undefeated as the color commentator for the Brainerd Warriors. So
that is true.
It's only fitting that we talk about the football team.
It is homecoming week. I mean, we got Sartell rolling in. What'd you think of last week?
I'm not gonna lie, they beat Sauk. Like I thought that they were gonna win, like I did, but I didn't know that they were gonna just punch him in the face like that. To be honest with you, I expected a good performance out of our guys, especially how they had played weeks 1 and week 2, but they really took it to Sauk.
Well, and as a coach, what surprised me is how we just got better as that game went, and that's the first time all year. We've kind of been consistently inconsistent with an experience. But as that game went, you could feel we just kept getting better, running the ball, making good decisions, tackling better, and they got worn out. I mean, they had those 3 guys playing both ways up front, and you and I know you're playing both ways, never leave the field in 80 degrees and humid. I mean, as well as shaped you and I are.
Get worn out doing that. No, for sure.
So hopefully this week we keep it going. We're fairly healthy. We did lose one guy to injury. But
did you ever get word on the quarterback? Because he didn't play in the second half after throwing for almost 300 yards in the first half, and he missed a couple throws that would have made it, a little closer than the score. He was kind of eating you guys up a little bit in that first half.
He took his helmet. He had 2 good throws. He wasn't eating anybody up. What is wrong with you?
I'm saying he missed.
Eat him up, rah.
He missed some wide open guys.
I understand now why you guys put the guest in the middle here. It's so you guys can't hit each other while you're recording
what
the
kind of
podcast.
take is that?
Were you not watching the game?
Water cooler and have a take. They don't do that on the water cooler.
He missed some wide open receivers that would have made a difference in the game. I mean, granted, the Warriors got pressure. Kind of rare for a Jason.
Okay, Captain Obvious, of course. Yeah, and if we would have made every play, we would have. I mean, come on.
What? That's all you have is what?
It was 14-14, then it wasn't. It was over. Lights out.
There's the analysis.
Well, what was your analysis?
My analysis was you guys came up big. Bend, don't break.
Oh, now see how it's just kind of cute over there.
He's just kind of flip flopping.
How is that flip flopping?
Yeah,
he threw for 270 yards in the first half and didn't have a snap. And I mean, don't you think? Did you ever get anything else on that, or no? You just
not my business.
Okay.
Coach my own team.
Fair. Yeah, you do.
All right, let's circle the wagon. So now we got Sartell this week.
Triple option.
Have you guys done your homework a little bit on this? Talk to me. Where you guys at?
I mean, I don't know. We try to get a little bit of stat outlook and see who's their big playmakers on both sides of the ball.
See how this guy does his job, Conrad? Take some notes right here.
You're right.
It's funny how they play what? 4? Is it 4 out of the 8 games are going to be against triple option teams? Obviously, we already saw Duluth East, and now Sartell, and then Bemidji will be the other one, and then
and then Spring Lake Park.
SLP. Okay, yeah. So I don't, kind of just look at who's going to be the big players, the guys to keep out for, the guys that I'm probably going to end up saying their name a lot. Whoever, whether it be carrying the ball or making tackles. So
yeah, they'll run that dive play that they'll probably get a 70-yard dive play on the Warriors defense before they start really locking in, but.
Well, you know,
Wait's just
I don't
giving me a
think
death stare.
Here's
This
the
is
thing, Conrad.
ridiculous.
Here's the thing, Conrad. They're at
Logan,
home.
you're in charge right now. I need to take a timeout, a personal timeout, because I want to walk over there and headbutt him, but I'm not gonna right now.
Here's what I think you fail to realize, Conrad, is they're at home. They're not going to have that slow start. You know, you get off the bus, you're still only half awake. No, they're going to be at home, and it's homecoming. They're going to be fired up as Wade here. They're gonna be
Let's
coming
go!
out.
That's what I'm talking, Conrad. That's what we need from you right now. We don't need Mr. Woe is me, Debbie Downer.
Woe is me. I'm not woe is me. You guys are 3-0. I have a chance to go 4-0. It's a big opportunity.
You just said some guy's gonna do a 70-yard run.
I mean, you're lucky against Duluth East. It got called back, but that was a 97-yard touchdown. Would have been 7-0.
And it was still, a 50-yard run after the penalty. But that's all right, because that's not going to happen this week, Conrad. Just chill.
We're learning, Conrad. It's a growth period.
It's a growth period. Every game's a chance to grow.
Hey,
Did you see where Brainerd's ranked in the latest
Listen,
Star Trip top 10?
Logan, here's the deal. Ranking.
Where were they? Were they 8th?
Hey,
I can't remember if it was 8th or 9th now.
They were 10th last
hey,
week.
Guys, got to remember they put a little bubble around the metro, and anything outside it is not. We don't. Just,
What are you
hey,
talking
No,
about?
I'm actually impressed though, because Star Tribune put them that high. Because I follow the Minnesota High School Football Network, and they've got at 13th, 14th. You're I think it's you guys at maybe 13, Brainerd, and then it's Buffalo, and then Bemidji 13, 14, 15. But Star Trip says top 10 team in 5A right now.
Yeah, well, we'll see when they play Alex.
There's 43 of them, so somebody's got to be in the top 10. We just need to take care of Sartell.
There's only 43 5A teams.
There is this year.
That's crazy.
You didn't know that?
I mean,
Isn't that your job to know
Conrad,
that, Conrad?
You should really know that.
I should, yeah. I'm sorry.
But hey,
I didn't know how the exact amount of teams in 5A.
You did you do the article on the athlete of the week this week?
I did with Jane Barnum. I was assigned. Jeremy Millsap was on a golfing trip, so
Jeez, that guy, does he ever work? Oh my God!
I had
No,
to do,
he's got lackeys like Conrad to do the busy work.
I
you
know.
I had to do I had to do athlete of the week, and
then you had the big
I had
article.
the big article on the
big
front.
article. The
Logan Veo.
Logan Veo.
Oh, we gotta talk about that.
Hey,
All right,
not only is Logan in the fish house on Sports Wrap, running podcasts, throwing out the first pitch, he headlines the sports page at the Dispatch.
All right,
I need
Logan.
to find I need to get a copy of that. I've seen it digitally, but I need to get a copy of the paper.
Well,
from
let's
today.
talk about it. How in the world did you become the person throwing the first pitch at a Minnesota Twins game?
Well, I guess for those who haven't seen Conrad's article yet, Cool 103.5, one of our stations at Hubbard Radio, one that I'm on as well, was named the Minnesota Twins Radio Affiliate of the Year, got the John Gordon Award, so that was super awesome. And the original plan was to have Barry Brulin throw out the first pitch. He's our morning show guy on there, and he's been on WJJY for 40 years. He retired from afternoons on JJY here a couple months ago, but he still does Saturday mornings. But anyway, we're going to have Barry do it. He's the biggest Twins fan I know. Wears a Twins hat every single day, has his Twins coffee mug, his jacket. He's a diehard.
His voice is awesome.
Oh, he's got the voice of God.
I mean,
but
that's
he's
like,
also a
I
diehard.
am the Lord your God, like a 10 Commandments.
Yeah, he could do that type of thing. But so that was the plan, and we told him, hey, somebody's going to get thrown out. You want to do it? And he didn't want to, he didn't want to bounce it like I did. So he
I think you threw kind of not a slurve, but
kind of
more like an ephus.
I was an
Yeah.
ephus, yeah.
Moonball.
So then that kind of when Barry said no, then I was the one who got asked, being the sports director and probably being the second biggest Twins fan. They're definitely overall sports. I would say me and Mackie got to be up there as number 1 and 2.
If
But
you're sports director, who picks the guests for the water cooler?
JD and I both. I guess I put them.
Shout
up
out
sometimes.
JD.
Shout out JD.
Hi, JD. There isn't room in here for you, JD.
No, literally, there's.
You
not.
can sit on
There's
Logan's
literally
lap.
not. You could, yeah. the fish house is as advertised. It is not. Is not.
Well,
big.
that's a cool honor. And Conrad, I'll say this: nice article. I mean, sometimes you blow me away, but you really did a nice job.
Why? I just copy and pasted his answers.
Yeah, I
gave him
kind of
some-
did the work there.
Why
He,
can't
he
you-
he asked the questions.
This
and then
is what
just
I
answered
deal
it.
with. Why can't you just say, "Hey, thanks, I appreciate it"?
No, I do appreciate
no,
it.
you go, well, it shows some excitement. I'm
I
proud
do.
of you.
I'm excited.
I tell people
I was excited about
the
doing the
award-winning
article.
Conrad.
The award-winning Conrad, exactly. Not for my
two-time.
writing, just for my, aura, I guess.
Just for your
How do you-
pregame
hey,
videos.
how do you
of
spell?
getting-
How do you spell aura?
I think it's Aura.
Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis.
Nice job.
There we go. Rafferty's Pizza.
Hey, that's beautiful. All right, what do we know about other sports? Talk about cross country, Conrad.
Cross
Where we
country,
at?
they were doing great. I saw Kyle had a top, top 5 finish, top 3 finish maybe at
Yeah.
the section
And Miller
preview.
was right behind him.
Miller right there. it's going to be.
He's my road runner. I refer to Cowell as
No,
road
Cowell
runner.
is the road runner, not Ben.
I just said
I
that.
thought you were talking about Miller.
Can I finish? He always interrupts me too.
Oh yeah, I'm the one that interrupts.
Serious.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But look for them to keep it going. That'll be exciting for them.
Tough week for girls tennis. I know. Well, we kind of talked about the Fergus match last time, and then they lost to Alexandria, but a big bounce back against Bemidji.
They had music rocking today at practice,
and
guys.
then,
it's just so uplifting.
I
think I should send Conrad there just
to give him some
so
positive
let's
vibes.
Go. Get some good vibes.
They beat Wilmer too, I'm pretty sure, and then, I mean that was big. Obviously, we talked about volleyball. They had a tough one last night, but
boys soccer
got their first win. We talked about that, but then they had a couple losses.
Hey, good shout out. So here's a good little tidbit. So I think I mentioned it last time, but so Preston Bernander is one of the better soccer players on there, but he's our backup kicker. Well,
sure,
you're a backup kicker to a D1 or going UND, but so he kicks JV. He went 8 for 8 extra points, 5 touchbacks. He is just booming the ball. So
how'd it go against Sauk Rapids?
Oh, he didn't. He had a game the next day. But so the best part is
continue. The best part is what? You can't just stop mid-sentence. This is an audio medium. You have to continue to talk.
Yeah, sorry. The best part is he could start for 95% of the teams in Minnesota high school football. So I just have to say that.
Yeah, he's good.
He works his tail off, and
boys soccer, they'll get it figured out by October. That's what Nick Weeks keeps saying. So October's coming. Grant Geminder. He was a guest last week. They had a big win on Monday.
Holy cow, is Macy Castle just putting goals in the net.
And then
Macy the Menace. She was the first player I gave a nickname to in Brainerd. Play-by-play.
She's a spitfire.
Yeah.
I know. I always tell her, you got to play like your hair's on fire. You just run around crazy. Isn't she the Menace?
She does. That's why I called her Macy the Menace, because I gave her that nickname because she would average 4.5 steals a game last winter. So she became Macy the Menace on the basketball court anyway, but it sounds like she's a menace on the pitch too.
Yeah, she's pretty quick too, and with her and Lily DeRocher at attack, they got some scoring. A little tough game against Buffalo, 1-0, but it was just a PK.
Yeah,
only
Buffalo,
a PK. Buffalo's
Buffalo
tough.
And STMA are the top in the section. And we're right there.
1-goal games.
Yeah,
they got one of the best goalies in the section.
Let's go.
It's going good.
Yeah.
What are you? What
I was
that
looking
all
at
about?
the time on
Oh,
I didn't know.
Why are you worried about the time?
Because then that's how I judge how I go to my next segment.
Got it.
Guys, can't your podcast just be as long as you want it to be? It doesn't go on the radio where you got to fit it into a time slot.
We do analytics and studies across all podcasts and sports stuff. Once you hit 25 minutes, you lose people. So you want to keep things edgy.
Blah blah blah. You don't know. It's just you're just talking to talk. That's all you're doing right now.
Conrad, it's a true story. We don't have as much, we're not spoiled like the water cooler has all these access to all these
Wait, what's the water cooler?
It's where you get a water.
Oh. Is that
That's also one of the #1 sports podcasts in the Brainerd Lakes.
Oh!
One of. I said one of.
Oh, yes.
I didn't say the.
This might be our most listened to.
Girls swim. They had a meet against Apollo, and they kind of crushed it.
They're on fire right now.
They are. What's the section looking like in there? Is it Brainerd going to be on top?
I think they're going to be right in the mix.
Because the Sartell, they're not in there anymore.
No. But
and then did they add Monticello or no? I heard that Monticello was not added.
I don't think Monticello is state champ. They're AA.
When's the true team meet? Or they already had
2
that?
weeks.
2 weeks. So
2 weeks. Usually last week in September.
Millsop will probably be there.
Probably. He's probably got some golf trip, wine country.
Veo, have you ever been to a swim meet inside the pool?
Not in Brainerd, no, but I've heard that pool. I was actually, it's funny, covering the volleyball game last night, talking to Joel about it, because we were talking about the new scoreboard sponsors and all that stuff, and he's like, yeah, and then, talking about how there's new sponsor stuff in the pool, too. I was like, yeah, I've never even been in there, but I know it's top-notch, probably one of the nicest in the state from what I've heard.
Yeah, everybody loves coming to it. I mean, they have the section there, the true team there.
Yeah,
I'll have to show up to one sometime, just to support and also check out the pool.
If you sit towards the top, it's about as hot as it is in here right now.
It's very warm in the pool.
I've never been to, I wasn't a swimmer, not like I've been to a ton of pools, but I've never been to a high school pool that wasn't 90 degrees.
Yeah. How about a podcast?
It's very nice though.
I don't know. Most podcast studios are, a nice 70 degrees. This is kicking around, 80 maybe?
86, 87.
All right, Veo. Well, prediction time. I know Warriors 3-0, hoping to go 4-0. How do you kind of see the season shaping out the rest of the way when you look at the back half of their schedule? 3 road games, 1 home game, trying to get some seeding positions because, top 3 get a bye into that semis.
I will say, and this is obviously my first year seeing the team, but I got to say I'm pretty impressed by everything that's been going on with them so far. 3-0 start. I have a high confidence that they can go 4-0. Second half of the schedule is going to be a grind, no doubt. That doesn't mean that they can't be successful, but you got to go to Bemidji, and that's honestly the
big rivalry
I'm most excited for. Number 1, I know it's the big rivalry. Number 2, I came from covering Bemidji before I was here.
Yep.
Number 3, it's going to be at my alma mater, Bemidji State, Chet Anderson Stadium, right on the lake.
Go Beavers.
I'm already hyped about that
Wade
one.
loves a beaver.
And
have you ever had beaver?
Eating it?
Well, yeah.
No.
Why are you getting? No, I make
No,
beaver.
I'm like. You
I have
that?
a special beaver
Anyway,
recipe.
okay. Anyway,
that'll be another whole thing.
moving
I'm
on.
not kidding you. True
Moving
story.
on.
I'll send
Anyway.
you that podcast. All right.
No, they have a tough schedule the second half. Not gonna lie, especially part of it. Yes, 3 of the 4 games being on the road, that makes it a little tougher. Spring Lake Park is again rankings are just rankings. That's true, but somebody's opinion goes into that stuff, right? And Spring Lake Park is like a top 5 or another top 10 team at least. That's gonna be a tough one. Alex always tough, no matter what.
Yeah,
so,
Alex.
some
That'll
tough
be a big
matchups,
one.
but obviously still winnable matchups.
And
for sure.
Monticello will be tough.
Monticello's respectable too.
And
for
yeah,
sure.
they were ranked.
I'm with you 100%. We got to take care of homecoming week, because you never, put the cart in front
Getting
of the
that
horse.
2 seed, you got to have the eye on that 2 seed.
But saying this,
You need that
the
2 seed.
schedule finishes with those last 4 top 15 teams in the state for 5A. So
Yeah.
that being
Well,
said,
you guys are a top 9 team in 5A, so.
that being said, get better every week. Got to put in the time, and we'll be fine. You two can do your sports stuff. I'm a coach. I'm going to be over here and just.
Oh,
take
you're
it.
just a coach.
just in coach mode over
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Whatever. You don't. What do you
I mean,
do?
We're coming for the bell. We're gonna come and get. Let's go. Okay. Sorry,
As far as I'm concerned, if you start 4-0, which I'm pretty confident in that. Then you look at the last half of the year. Even if you go 2-2 down the stretch, you're still in really, really good shape heading into the section postseason.
And as a football guy and as a sports beat writer over there, Conrad, that you want to be playing your best ball
the end of the
at
year.
the end and being healthy. Those 2 things give you a chance to win a section title.
For sure.
100%.
Well,
Absolutely.
what do we got to do about our Gophers, Wade? What happened?
Conrad, your bet is cooked, by the way.
What happened?
The
road to 4K is
Road
done.
to 40K
I'm not
is
making
a bumpy
excuses,
one.
but
40K,
we're
yeah.
just not quite where we need to be yet. I'm looking at 8 wins, 7.5's the over/under.
8 wins would
But
be good.
if we can't
Realistic.
take care of the intangibles, we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, there was some interesting
Just things that
interesting
happened,
stuff.
and you're not blaming just
Yeah, I
lots
agree.
of things
I
that
was pretty
go into- you
upset.
gotta-
I was at a downtown establishment. I was pretty upset.
Did you lose your mind?
I wasn't losing my mind. I would say I was just,
But I'm going to say the same thing for the Vikings because that
Carson
offensive
Wentz
line
time.
was awful, and Carson's going to be killed if they
He
don't
might.
figure out their
He might.
They were
blocking
like the
schemes.
worst graded offensive line. PFF, and sometimes
Yeah.
those ratings get skewed because
Unreal.
they don't understand. PFF doesn't understand the assignment, so it'll say that you did bad when you were actually doing what you were supposed to do. But all things aside, they were the worst rated offensive line in the NFL
It
last
just
week.
looked
It
like
was
they
terrible.
weren't prepared. You
It
can
was
be
bad.
horrible skill-wise is
And
one thing,
Ed
but
JJ
they
missed
weren't
some
prepared.
throws. JJ missed some throws too.
Well, he was running for his life.
No,
and
he
I'm
was.
not going to he had a poor game too. The whole offense looked like
Yeah, the whole
I can't
offense was
swear.
bad.
But it,
It was
looked like
bad.
a show.
Yeah,
But
it
you
did
know,
not look good.
the team that Logan cheers for, right?
The Bears?
No, leverage.
Orange and blue leverage.
Leverage.
Oh God, Conrad, you're about to make
Broncos.
me lose my
The Broncos.
mind. Leverage. You say the word leverage to me now, and it's like I'm a sleeper agent. You just turned on
Losing
like
on a
in my
leverage
brain.
call.
Oh,
That was
my.
the worst call I've seen in maybe my entire life of watching football. And I've been watching football since I was 5 years old.
I can't
That
say
was
anything.
and it's not, and it's not a playoff game or anything, but that is the worst
People
call.
need to go back and watch.
That
Broncos,
is the
Colts.
worst
Colts line up for a 60-yard field goal. They miss it. So Broncos look like they're going to win the game
Yep.
28-26. Flag on the play. Leverage.
Leverage.
What do you
15
think, Sean
yards.
Payton? What do you think he did?
He actually, I know nobody in Minnesota likes him, and I understand why, but he coaches my team now, so I got to be a fan of him. I got to give him some credit. He took credit and said, that's on, at the end of the day, that's on me. That's not on the, DeAndre Tillman was the player who got flagged, and that's not on our special teams coordinator because 60-yard field goal, relatively inexperienced kicker. Probably shouldn't have sent the rush that hard. Probably should have just let him kick it and miss. But I don't know. You live and you learn.
You live and you learn.
And the
Logan
Broncos
Veo,
are 1-1.
I love it.
Should be 2-0, but that's leverage.
Leverage.
All right, you got a pick of the week. What do you got? Give me
Yeah,
your
anything
hot
else?
take.
You want my favorite pick this week?
Yeah, what do you got?
Yeah, what do you got,
give us
Logan? Come on,
something.
give us some gold
Gophers
here.
Rutgers. What do you got?
Well, that's
we're
next
going-
week. That's next week.
Oh,
I'm saying, I was
Gophers on
thinking
bye
the
this
NFL,
week.
You know,
thanks. See, that's why it got Conrad. Quality control.
Conrad keeps you in check. That's for sure. I'll say this. Okay.
Vikings hosting Bengals.
I did pick against my own team this week. I picked the Chargers over the
Broncos.
And I think Conrad picked the Broncos.
Bold. Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah,
what was the spread?
I don't know
2.5?
what the spread is.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know,
think Chargers 2.5.
Something like that.
I'd take Chargers on that. Sorry, man.
No, I took
Chargers.
the Chargers.
Chargers look legit.
I hope
They
I'm
look
wrong,
legit.
They are.
but
Harbaugh's solid. I don't care how much people they hate him, but he's solid. Cool.
Yeah, he is.
I will say Monday Night Football, probably the best matchup of the week. I'm going Ravens at home against the Lions. But that's going to be a banger of a game.
Wait, you know me and Logan will be on a little vacation here in a couple weeks.
You're not going to Vegas.
What
is going on?
We're going
Why don't
to
you
Vegas.
ever invite me?
Oh.
This is getting out of hand.
Well, what do you mean?
You never even asked.
You would be able to come.
So you can still ask.
Yeah, right.
Maybe I give you like $50 to put on a game or something.
Yeah, it's all
Or buy an adult beverage for Logan because that's what it costs.
It's the Shep's on 6 crowd though. Cody, Bryce, your boys.
Yeah, it's basically the Shep's on 6 crew, the sports media guys here, and Dr. Jensen, the optometrist.
True.
Speaking
Shout
of
out.
sponsorship, all right, we're going to transition because we don't go this long. We're at our limit. We're not like other area sports shows
we don't
where
go
we just drag on.
go
about
out.
other
I don't know
people's
about
things.
dragging on. But a whole hour worth of entertainment should be 25
I love
minutes.
it.
You know.
Grab a hot take.
All right, well, Rafferty's Pizza,
Shannon's Auto Body.
TeeHive,
Kick that hornet's nest.
Nice, Logan.
the
Legs-
bald guys at Randall State Bank,
Show me the money.
Rage Printing.
Lakes Country Journal.
What's the last? I forget.
Why
I
can't we
forget.
remember these guys? Who you're going to Vegas with?
Shep's on 6.
Sheps!
Cody, Bryce, Jude, and Jones, Sandy,
Go see him after the homecoming game Friday.
and then Vikings game on Sunday.
And tell him the sports rap sent you.
Go
For a
Warriors!
high five. You said my word.